seeing design. Can never really define. Allegories and passion. That is the reason why. I want to keep it in thighs. All that I see.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. When you talk about this Jets defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Herbert operating from the red zone. No, bottled up. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. And a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man, open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0.
Chargers 14, Jets 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got his man, Gates. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Go. Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0.
Chargers 21, Jets nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown Jets. Allen Lazard, 33 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. On a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield he can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go for a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he can't.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Returnable here for Davis. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Stay with Tiger. Stay with Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He may go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they run standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Rodgers going to try and run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Back to throw here, Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And the Chargers first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First down, Chargers.
Set.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just too...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Will McDonald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, it's offense. They've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down.
Up the middle with Eckler. Powers through it, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. So a very strong first drive in the second half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. They'll try the air now with Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now 2nd and 9.
Ray.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. That is caught. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this a 9-point game.
44, Jets 35.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the...
And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Rodgers to throw. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Now 3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers to throw once more. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers 1st down as he's brought down at the 25-yard line.
1st down, Chargers.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Eckler now between the tackles. And some strong running. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
Get 300. Get 300. 390.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's Rodgers on the move to his left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
There he goes left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
129 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Here we go, 1st and goal.
Right back to him on 1st down. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Third down and goal coming up here.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play and they got it right there, partner.
The Charger drive about to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Now 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for L.A.,
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around.